Saint Lucifer, how much dust is on this thing?
Yeah, it's kind of been a while since I've recorded this, but whatever the case. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Mega Man Battle and the Chase for the PlayStation 1. It's the very first time Mega Man's ever done a racing game. And honestly, I think it's the only one time he's done a racing game.
Yeah, it's the only
Was it
time.
good?
So yeah, it's pretty much a cavalcade of all the Mega Man characters from 1 through 7. Also an unlockable character from 8, but we won't really be showing him off. But yeah, they actually have Robot Masters from the first 6 games.
And of course you have to have
and
Guts Man.
Of course, he's a classic. Spring Man, Shadow Man, Napalm Man, Wily.
And Dr. Wily. Actually, I think the only game that they skip on is Mega Man 4. But then again, I can't think of any real notable Robot Masters from that game.
Real quick, I kind of want to
Man,
ask. I noticed there's a bear slot across from where Wily is. Who takes that slot?
I want to say that's for the character that we meet up in Mega Man 8.
Okay.
Well, I was going to say Dr. Light, but okay.
Oh, I wish Dr. Light was a available character, but he is
Also,
not,
those Dragon Ball Z... Oh, Yellow Devil.
Yellow Devil.
Yep, the Yellow Devil can be a racer.
Just hanging out a little buggy. And all these Dragon Ball Z sound effects and stuff, so... How does this work?
So, in Mega Man Battle and Chase, you are pitted against another CPU opponent and a whole bunch of random mooks. Obviously, as every other racing game would have it, you gotta reach first place, but in order to do so, you pretty much have to use whatever offensive means you have to take over the competition. Like in Roll's case, she can actually, her special is being able to jump.
Huh.
Now, real quick, in terms of control and handling,
Oh,
how
hey,
would you
it's
say
those
this
traffic
is...
cones from Turbo Man.
Yeah.
It's the cones from Turbo Man stage.
Yeah.
How appropriate, considering we actually were doing that game not too long ago.
But yeah, just to go to, in terms of control and handling, how would you see it feels here compared to something like, say, CTR or Mario Kart?
It's a lot more simplistic. Like, there's no drifting as far as I'm concerned, and, well, the level design itself isn't that much complex either, but... to make up for that, what the game expects you to do is to run over as many traffic cones and tools as you can, and once you destroy enough of them, that counter on the top right will turn into an item slot, and you can use the item in question. Like, you can actually turn the destructible traffic cones into hazards that you can't break.
I think it's interesting that it kind of gives you like a director's camera angle of not only yourself but also enemies around and near you to give you the perspective of what they're doing.
Honestly, in a matter of speaking, it kind of reminds me of Super Mario Kart in a way.
I guess. I find
like
it
you
weird.
have the top screen, which is pretty much your main view, and then you have the bottom portion of the screen, which pretty much has everything else.
I find it weird. I find it to be a weird justification of how you're able to get power-ups, though, just by running over stuff.
Well, you have to jump and shoot and kill enemies.
Well, you don't have to run over stuff, though in Roll's case you kind of have to, because her jumping ability is very limited. Like, obviously characters like, say, Mega Man, Bass, or Proto Man do have their own projectiles that can shoot at those blockades, if you so choose. And just like Super Mario Kart, you have 5 laps in every track.
I was about to say, I could have sworn we already passed lap 3.
Nope, well, yeah, we did, but we're on lap 4 now, but I guess it makes sense, because these tracks really aren't that big anyway.
True.
So, how about you go into detail about each character's, like, special attributes? Like, we mentioned Roll being able to jump, but what else do we have?
Proto Man okay, so, I guess I could go to some of the character specials. Yeah, Roll can jump. Proto Man has a shield, which you can actually toggle on and off at your leisure. Basically, when you do that, you could have him shield up front or shield behind him, if you so choose.
Okay.
Mega Man and Bass, because they're both essentially the same character, actually, they both can do a charge shot, but I don't know if there's anything else to do. Oh, actually, no, I don't remember now. Proto Man actually doesn't have a default. Oh shit!
Oops.
Whoa!
Ow! I
Still
got
in the
lightning
lead,
like a blue shell.
What was that?
But anyway, Proto Man actually doesn't have a default shot like Mega Man and Bass can, but he does have a charge shot, which charges up after a while. But yeah, Mega Man and Bass have a default charge shot. Trying to remember. Quick Man has a boost, and oh look, Resident Evil.
What?
Yep, there's Resident Evil advertising on there because I do believe this came out in between the release of Resident Evil 1 and Resident Evil 2.
Okay.
Interesting.
In fact, in the Japanese version, those signs say Biohazard 2. Because that was being released at the time. In fact,
Right.
Well, that was pretty fun and all, but I can't shake the feeling that it was missing something.
You mean Mega
Needs more
Man?
cowbell.
Perhaps we can find that one missing element by playing the Japanese version.
Oh boy.
That's what we were missing. High-pitched Japanese vocals.
Voice
Oh, so
acting?
So the English version doesn't have voice acting?
Nope, it has no voice acting whatsoever, and I'll admit it does kind of make the game feel a little empty as a result.
I was about to say.
Oh
that
yeah,
seems
there's
like
Duo there. There's Duo there.
Oh, there's Duo.
We'll be meeting up. We'll meet up with him in Mega Man 8. But anyway, now I'm gonna choose Quick Man.
I'm not gonna lie, that's an odd removal to get rid of voice acting for the English version.
Probably didn't
Well-
want to hire them.
Well, there's also kind of a good reason for that. They chat a lot.
What's your deal?
Like they. Well, I don't know. He's pretty much the whole sponsor thing. I don't know. And
Sponsors.
again, you still got your mooks and everything. And actually, the Japanese version has an exclusive character to it, but we'll get to her later. In the meantime, we're gonna play as Quick Man in the caves.
Oh, there's
Okay.
two yellow
Actually, that's one of my
devils.
favorite themes in the entire game.
Whoa,
yellow
this is getting
devils.
this is getting a little loud now.
Yeah.
Sorry. Well, to be fair, we can always turn that down. But yeah, Quick Man's special is that he has a boost.
Well, he is Quick Man, so it's not too.
And honestly, I think that's all he has going. And honestly, I think that's all he has going for him. A boosting feature. Gutsman on the other hand, remember how in Mega Man Powered Up he could pull out those giant blocks and then throw them at his
Whoa,
leisure?
whoa, whoa, whoa!
Yeah.
Here he could do something similar, except in his case it's just random boulders.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and I guess it's no shit deal, but Quick Man's pretty shit at turning.
I bet.
Well, that's to make up for his acceleration.
Right.
Well, yeah. That and the fact that again he has a boost. He could boost just like Sonic.
I'm kind of surprised he doesn't have a projectile because he can throw like little boomerangs.
That is
Yes,
true.
that is true, but he doesn't
Or
do
is-
that here.
Or his Quick Man laser beams that everyone hated.
Oh, psh,
Oh,
that would, dude, there would be no chance against him if he had.
That would
those.
be the blue shell of this game. You're driving along, you're having a good time. The sun.
But what would be the?
And they were immediately retired.
I was about to say, what's the name of that one power up that can actually deflect blue shells in Mario Kart 8?
The Mega.
The Super Horn.
What would
Super
be the
Horn.
Mega Man equivalent of the Super Horn if that's gonna be the logic we're going with?
No. Leaf Shield?
Maybe. I was thinking either that or maybe
Also,
you just block it with auto.
Actually, Otto and Eddie do make cameos in the loading screen.
Yeah, I saw
Yay.
that.
Like, you literally see them just racing against each other. Makes you wonder, why aren't they playable?
Well, Eddie I can understand because, he got no arms, but Otto I wouldn't mind being raceable.
Oh, you know what? I could be wrong, but I think another thing that Quick Man might have going for him is that he could do a little quick step. So I could be wrong with that. I don't know. It's been a while since I last played this, so I could be pulling that out of my ass.
to jump like left and right. Oh gosh, to like jump
That's
left
it.
and right. So it is like Sonic and Unleashed and stuff.
I guess so, yeah. But again, that's just pure conjecture on my part. Also, I'm convinced that these penguins were stolen from Konami, or no, Capcom stole them from Konami.
Oh, the penguins.
Also, speaking of
Yeah, the penguins.
also speaking
Oh yeah,
of,
he can do the quick step.
Nice.
neat. Also, speaking of
There
Sonic,
you go.
for some reason these crystal sprites remind me of a level from a Sonic game. I want to say Mystic Cave Zone, but those aren't the same colors.
It could be that. I'm also thinking of Quartz Quadrant from Sonic CD.
That might be it.
Oh yeah, and the ever iconic Asaishi icon lets you go invincible.
Ooh.
Ah. Yeah, it's mainly in this area right here, like the darker ones on the walls that make me think of Mystic Cave Zone.
Oh yeah,
I
these
can see
definitely
that.
look like something straight out of Mystic Cave Zone. But yeah, for this lookout, I'm actually only showing off 3 racers. We already saw Roll, we're already seeing Quick Man, and I'll just be hush hush on who we show off in the 3rd race.
It's Wily,
Is
isn't
it
it?
Mega Man?
As much as I'd love to play as, that's the weird thing. You actually have to unlock Dr. Wily first, and I actually wasn't able to for the
I'm
Japanese
not really that surprised that you have to unlock Dr. Wily.
And we're done.
Ooh. Gold.
You know, it's so,
Look at
you know,
that
it's so weird
smug.
seeing. You know, the more I look at these models, it makes me realize Mario. It kind of reaches that uncanny valley that like the N64 Mario Party games had, where like you have the characters on the motorcycles, but you only see their heads.
Oh yeah, I
Oh
remember
yeah,
that.
that's so cute.
And with the wave boats as well.
Yeah, that
Nice
too.
music.
But anyway, I'm going to show you guys the main campaign of the game. Basically, you go through a whole bunch of races, and then you have a final showdown with Dr. Wily.
Interesting. So you have to race against everybody, or is this just the character selection screen?
Same as pretty much everyone you saw at the character selection screen, save for duo, are playable here. So I'm going to play as base.
He got some cheeks.
Get a
Cue
load
the
of that
Edge
epic
theme.
song.
And troubles the bike.
Actually, every character.
Not bike car.
Yep. Yeah.
Actually, every character has their own theme song, so that's a nice touch.
Down we go.
Choo choo.
Out we go. So you may be wondering why I picked base for this game, for this campaign.
What the heck?
Because I'm gonna have him face off like. Yeah, I can't read all this mood speak either.
Get us out of the screen.
Base.
Call them
Or bad.
badass.
Figured.
Where's the end button? There.
Badass.
That should be
That one?
one more exclamation mark. We're good.
My name is Badass.
So why are we doing base?
Because, well, actually, because I'm going to use base to face Mega Man.
Ah.
To finally beat him once and for all.
Oh, there we are.
There he is, the blue prick himself.
And 2 random riders.
I'll show him for making a fool out of me in Mega Man 7.
That's actually pretty good looking.
Yeah, it doesn't look too
Very
bad.
nice. I mean, for what it's worth, it's a decent racer. It's just that it's kind of hard to find a way to.
Oh, look,
Yep,
it's...
who's this?
Oh, it's Plum. Ooh la la.
Yeah, I was about to say, if
Wait,
Matt were here,
Plum?
if Matt were here, he'd say it's like the Capcom Ooh La La.
Who's
But yeah, if, just to
Who is
answer your
Plum?
question seriously, Plum is, in the Mega Man universe, she's a reporter.
okay?
Or in the case of her origin, she's pretty much the one giving out the interviews in the race.
Alright, here we go.
In fact, that's the one thing that the Japanese version has. Like
Poor Rush.
three specific characters were made for this game, and they're the announcers for all the races.
Interesting.
And it's kind of that reason why I prefer playing the Japanese version of the game, just because I feel like it feels kind of empty without them. It's kind of like playing Smash Brothers without any music.
Man, I wish dog races were this cool looking.
I know, right? Using actual dogs.
No, dog races are race with dogs. I just wish it'd be awesome if this is what they meant instead.
If you,
I know, right?
If there were robot dogs that you could ride on.
Yeah. So anyway, the reason why I picked base as opposed to Mega Man is essentially they both essentially play the same. They both have a regular Buster and a charge shot.
Okay.
There's really no difference between the two,
Gotcha.
which I guess makes sense considering the heated rivalry between the two. Eat a Saishi, vile fiend.
Ooh,
Yay.
the bubble shields.
Does the
I will.
announcement? Does the whole announcing literally everything that happens ever get kind of annoying?
I don't know. It doesn't feel that bad.
Well, it also kind of
At
depends
least I
on...
don't think it is anyway.
Yeah, it really does kind of depend on the person itself, because, you know, some people have an easier tolerance for announcers in these kind of games than others.
Right.
I mean, I'm giving them credit. Like, having this commentary happen literally like as it happens really gives the game more like character to it. But
I
It
think
does. It really does. And it's kind of a shame that they got rid of it in the English speaking territories.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which, initially Battle and Chase was only Japan and European exclusive. America never got it.
I guess that probably explains
Really?
the absence of English dubbing.
It wouldn't be until the Mega Man X collection, which is also U.S. exclusive, where we got a chance to play this game.
then that would explain.
Yeah, and go figure, we got the European version without all the narration or Plum for that matter.
Oh well.
I know. We can't live without a robotic narrating waifus.
But
So,
But yeah, it's kind of interesting hearing all like the narrations and voice acting. It's like I can only think of two off the top of my head, only two racing games that ever tried to have like active voice acting like this in the game. One of them is, I say one of the second one might have it too, but the first Sonic Sega All Stars racing game where you have the announcer all the way through it commenting on the race.
Oh, that on it was annoying.
Well,
so
you
what
might
kind
not like
of
the second
power-ups
example.
can we get?
I was about to say, then you might not like the second example I'm going to bring up, because I was about to say the other example I can think of is the character commentary in the Crash Tag Team Racing.
Oh yeah, that they never shut the fuck up. But
So yeah, what kind of power-ups can you get in this game?
okay, you got smart bombs. You have the Asaishi, as I mentioned before. You can actually disable your other character's special meter.
Wow.
And of course that electric based enemy from Mega Man 7 that acts as this game's blue shell.
Okay.
Or no, he acts like the lightning from Mario Kart.
Yeah, that's
right.
That's Cloudman, right?
Yeah, the Cloudman enemies. But yeah, actually, I just also realized there might be another reason why we didn't get this game initially. Mega Man 8. Remember what we got in Mega Man 8?
All right. Like, how long was the gap between
That
this
was
and 8?
when everything died.
Would you want to have something like this in a game like this? It would be a tragedy, Mega Man.
Like, how big of a time gap was there between this and 8?
Actually, I think it came out roughly around the same year, if not just a little before a year. But yes, we did it. Base finally beat Mega Man, and it's non-canon.
And then he woke up and realized he was dreaming all along.
Oh yeah. Here's another interesting. The thing about the campaign mode, you can actually steal a part from the racer you beat.
What?
Well,
Yeah, you can literally steal their wheels. You can steal their engine, anything of the sort.
Now, does that make it
use
so
them-
that they can no longer use it? Oh man. So now,
Yep.
now
we get to use one of Mega Man's parts. Oh god, I just realized. Now I have your power.
Now, hang on. So, is this like you're stealing it from them, as in they are now no longer able to use it, or are you copying it?
No, I think you actually can race them again if you want to get their other parts. So I guess in a way you essentially are copying them.
and now I
Okay.
just have this image
So
of
yeah, that's
like,
pretty much.
like with that gameplay mechanic. It's like you can now steal any part of the car. I just like I'm gonna take the giant Rush head, and then you just see like Tremble's body, but with Rush's head.
Whoop.
That would be something, right? But yeah, I'm also showing off how that system actually works before we end off the look at. No, I'm not racing against Proto Man because I think we've done this. We've shown off this video long enough.
Trevor, you alright? Sorry. Okay, now are there really any stat bonuses, or is it just like for show?
You do get stat bonuses from them, or stat
Okay.
differences in any case. But with that said, ladies and gentlemen, now that I've shown that off, and I can finally put this off my chest because actually I recorded this footage like, oh shit,
Hey, over a year.
it's already been a year ago.
Devil damn.
July 12th, 2016. Yeah,
Yep.
I'm sorry for keeping you folks waiting, but that's just how it all goes. But that said, that is it for our look at on Mega Man Battle Chase. If you guys want to play this for yourselves, your best bet is probably to get an import copy because the only other way to do so is to get the Mega Man X collection for GameCube or PS2, and to unlock it there, you actually have to beat Mega Man X's 1 through 3 and full in order to unlock it. And let's just say with X3, that's kind of borderline bullshit. But yeah, again, just get an import copy. You got more mileage for your buck anyway. Heck, mileage. That said, I'm JamesmanXtreme.
I'm dead inside.
And I'm one of the gender-bent Bandicoot girls from CTR that gave you the trophy.
God, imagine them if they were ungender bent. But yeah, we'll get to that another time. Till next time, everybody.
Bye bye.
Wait, what do you mean another time? We already did that look at. Bye!